Yo, what's up, everybody? RageCage20 here, back with Mushroomhead's A Wonderful Life album. Today we have What a Shame, and I learned something the other day. Now, I told you I want to harp on this, but I thought this was funny, so I wanted to bring it up. I learned when looking through, I think it was through the Wikipedia again, that it seems like Jackie is no longer with the band. It still has her marked on as a guest, so I assume she'll probably show up occasionally for songs and whatnot. No longer after this album, I should say. So yeah, she might show up in an occasional song, and or might tour with them from time to time. But it seems like she, after this album, was no longer part of the band. Now I'm sure there's different reasons for it, but my first thought immediately went to was like, well, if I was in a band and they just weren't using me for whatever reason, I'd probably leave too. That was just my thought. I doubt that's what the reasoning was, but that was just my thought. Anyways, so we have What a Shame today. No video, just a album cover song. Just that the small amount of lyrics that I've seen look interesting, and it seems like it's rather short on lyrics, so this could be a very interesting song. Alright, let us get into it. What a Shame by Mushroomhead.
Kings of the ignorant extol their intolerance, sweeping the streets while preaching their nonsense. Your soul is on fire, your world is in flames. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. No, this act's getting old. Pack up the dance and send the suckers home. Moving on down the line, a catastrophic pantomime, the last and all the above denied, time after time. Life in a violation. Eye of the violent disastrous. While kings of the ignorant extol their intolerance, sweeping the streets while preaching their nonsense. Your soul is on fire, your world is in flames. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. No, this act's getting old. Pack up the dance and send the suckers home. Moving on down the line, a catastrophic pantomime, the last and all the above denied, time after time. Life in a violation. Eye of the violent disastrous.
Dang. That was probably one of the more unique songs I think I've heard on this album. I think musically, uh, what they did instrumentally and whatnot has this one of my favorites on the album, probably next to Heresy. Like that was very fascinating. There's lots of little things that they had going on there. Uh, and of course they had some of their standard kind of like a little bit metal rapping in there and whatnot from Jason. Uh, it sounded like the two male singers were kind of. It sounds like they were going back and forth or in tandem in here, but like they both sound very similar to one another if they were both in there, or it could have all been Jason. Not 100% positive on that one. In the mix, I might pay attention to that a little bit more when we go through it again. But not bad. I was actually really cool. There was some there was some different themes and elements I was getting in there. Like a little bit in the beginning, I was getting this like kind of like pirate feel with that what sounds like harpsichord, or some other kind of similar instrument. And then later, I was with the chord progression. Um, I was getting some kind of like nightmare Halloween kind of feel, almost. It just made me think Nightmare Before Christmas, but I'm thinking it's closer to just kind of Halloween sounding in general. Just very dark and like horror based. Very fascinating. And the outro was really cool, similar to the intro, but it was very interesting. Extremely hard to follow the lyrics because I understand why they're written on here the way that they're written on here. Which I might open this website, see if they're. But no, fuck you. Shut up. Fuck you. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna support you. Go fuck yourself. Ads can go suck my fucking nuts. Yeah, this is a little bit better because it just gave all the lyrics once on that website. Well, it was just kind of like on the Google search page, really. It just gives all the lyrics once, so it would like jump back up to the top and then go back down. Then it was sporadic as fuck, and it was not doing a good job demonstrating what was going on there. This is way more laid out, so easier, better. But yeah, pretty similar to Mushroomhead style. That the just the lyrics, just very, again, very sophisticated language, as well as just the rhymes and the excuse me, and the different word choice and stuff like that was just very cool. Pretty straightforward. Let's go back here. All right. So instrumentally here, out the gate. I love that that harpsichord sound, and the pirate feel, that straight up Pirates of the Caribbean feel I was getting from that was very cool. Also, I liked the chord progression was going in like stepwise motion, but we'll talk about that when that happens. And then next is the lyrics at the end of the first line here, but we might as well just take a look at that block in general. So let's get this thing started again. I could also like, yeah, I understand how in the pirates feel, but I'm also I could also begin like a kind of like a circus carnival kind of vibe from that in general, just because of the jumping from the lower end up to the higher end, a lower chord up to a higher chord. Dun 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 dun. Very kind of waltz like, and just kind of almost gives this kind of like carnival-y feel as well. Very interesting. And then you have those heavy hits in there. Just it feels like we're moving towards something, like something crazy is about to fucking happen. It's pretty awesome. And I love that drum fill into there. That's just fucking cool. That chord progression is just awesome. It's just da 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 da. Just steps up, goes back down, just all one step from each other, and just how low and rumbly it is. It just creates this really awesome feel to the everything that's happening. It kind of gives it this like weight to it from how like kind of rumbly it is. It just feels like that with the slow step that we were talking about before with the drums and everything, just how everything just feels. It just kind of gives it this like weight, almost like bogs it down, but like in a cool way, not a bad thing, but a really cool way. Just kind of like it feels like it's just trudging along, like step after heavy step. It just creates this really cool effect. So I should go back a little bit here. And yeah, I do think both of them are singing together. Yeah. Fucking dude, Smooth Maduda Gruda. I don't know his name. I forget it every fucking time, and then I remember later. After I look, it's like, oh yeah, you don't know that was his name. Yeah, how do I keep forgetting that name? I don't fucking know his name. Anyways, they are singing together at points. But let me look at the lyrics again. That word in general, all is gone. That phrase there, especially on gone. I love that little glissando slide up there with it. Just nice little slide in there. I love that. I love how one of them will do it, and then the next one will do it in like an echo after. It's a really cool effect. And you get in that hop score, dun dun, back in there as it keeps echoing, gone like softer and softer. That's a really cool effect. Then right after that, what we gotta go on here is very. I'm not sure if it's the same or if they cranked it up a notch. I said good bass chords in here, as well as the progression. I think it did something again. I think it's different, but I'm not 100% positive. Let's find out. Yeah, different that. It's so low and it just rumbles so much in the ears. It's just like so cool. Anyways.
While kings of the ignorant extol their intolerance, sweeping the streets.
It's the same thing. It's gonna say anything, dun, 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 dun. But instead of being all connected to each other, instead of playing the whole thing out, there's a pause between it. Dun, 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 That's so cool, and it sounds like they took the bass on it and like turned it up until the point where it starts to distort a little bit. It just has this very fuzzy, distorted sound on the bottom of it, like it's almost blowing out the speaker or something. That is so fucking cool. I love that.
Ignorant, extol their intolerance, sweeping the streets while preaching their nonsense. Your soul is on fire, your world is in flames. What a shame.
I love when they sing together. It sounds really good. I'm just trying to check if there's anything I'm missing. Not yet, but it's about to come up here. So yeah. Let's like,
What a shame. What a shame. No, this act's getting old. Pack up the dance and send the suckers home.
hey, I didn't even notice that. Remember I said at the beginning the circus thing? I did not even catch those lyrics. So yeah, I guess that would make sense. Hey, look at me go. All right. I'm sure that means. I'm sure that's a reference to kind of what's going on here. Is like as if it's almost like the way people are acting in the world and whatnot. It's almost like a joke. It's like everyone's being clowns or something. Like, so pack up the tents, send the circus home. Like, we shouldn't be playing games with life and stuff like that. I'm sure it's not like. Excuse you, camera? Hold on. Okay. I don't know how long that was doing that, or if that went across in the recording or whatnot. I just look over and like the my camera's frozen. There's like a huge green bar on it or something. It's like I was having issues with it earlier. I unplugged it, plugged it back in. We'll see if it keeps working. Anyways, yeah. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Something about the circus. But yeah, no, I like the grit and the voice in here. Let's see, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. That's next. But I also like I don't know. I just like the rhyme scheme and just the way these words flow with each other. What a shame to behold, this axe getting old. Pack up the tents in the circus home. Move it on down the line, a catastrophic pantomime. The last to know, the first in line, time after time. Like, something about it is just, it's appealing. It just flows well.
This act's getting old. Pack up the dance and send the suckers home. Moving on down the line, a catastrophic pantomime. The last to know, the first in line, time after time.
I just like that ta 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 ta. Yeah, I just love that. I just love that rhythm. It just makes it all kind of flow with itself and be very cyclical. It's very interesting there. I like that. All right, jump forward a little bit here. Yeah, this little musical interlude in here. It's got a very Halloween feel to it. So let's find out what that is. Right, and I remember when I heard that that very synthesized keyboard sound, it has the same exact sound that they used before in QWERTY. Listen for that keyboard sound. It's just kind of like in the middle of all the guitar chords and everything. That like very get almost very circusy kind of high tone, just up in there. It's a very interesting sound to it. Yeah, I think was reminding me of Nightmare Before Christmas is the heavy doom 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 and the kind of the rhythm doom 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 doom. It just give me dun 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 dun. I'm just hearing that vibe all throughout there. It's giving this very nightmarish, Halloweeny feel to it. It's very interesting, but I love how bouncy and just very almost dance waltz like. Dum 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 dum. You know, has that feel throughout the whole thing.
While kings of the ignorant extol their intolerance.
All right, very cool, very cool. I mean, we could go through all the lyrics here, and they're just again, just the language choice is always on point. The way it just flows and the nice grit, rap metal kind of feel to it is just always awesome. We could go through all of it and just appreciate it, but we're gonna skip ahead here a little bit, around 220 ish. I don't know if this is just the time I caught the synth, or if it did something else. Let's find out. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I just like that. I like the sound and what it does in the end there. The dun, 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 dun. It's just really fucking cool. I love that. I like that sound in general. We're gonna let it keep rolling here because around 240 ish there was a music change, and I wanna catch that. Ooh, that like metal on metal sounds, and it just like stops, brings everything to a halt. And then that nice little vocal pickup there, very gritty, very screamed while you're praying. Drop right in back into this interesting music change. Very cool.
Walk your prayer for a savior.
Yeah, a lot of these chord progressions that are going on throughout the song is very stepwise. It's like I want to say it's mostly whole steps. I'm sure there's occasional half steps in there as well. But just no matter what direction it's going, whether it's going up, whether it goes up and down, whether it goes just down, it's very stepwise, and I think that that's written specifically to get this heavy, like trudging, heavy weighted step by step throughout the piece. I think it's intentional to kind of just give that feeling, and it's really cool. Really cool. And that one's like really shrill, piercing, high pitched and whatnot, but you can still hear that beautiful progression down that it does.
Walk your prayer for a savior.
Yeah. I love that. Na, 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 na. Just nice little runs that happen here every now and then. I think I put it in there. Yeah. The run progression in there as well. Yeah, just these little things that are happening here with these like higher register and all this heavy, just chunking guitar chords. It's very, very pretty. There's nice little runs in there. It's really, really cool. Yeah, this happens again here soon. One of the last things I have here is, besides the outro, is what the drums are doing every now and then to pick up the tempo a little bit from just this slow step by step motion that I was talking about earlier. They do it here in about 15ish seconds, I would say, again, but when it switches it up and just starts hitting that snare on every single downbeat. It's really, really cool. Yeah, right there. Let's get into that. So I think we're at the moment. I think the drums are just hitting standardly on 2 and 4, or they might just be hitting on 4, and then it starts hitting the snare, I should say, and then it starts hitting on every single downbeat. Yeah, 2 and 4, which is standard. There's like a saying, like, you never let a drummer. No good band ever lets a drummer hit on 1 and 3, unless it's done for intentional reasons to shake up the ears and whatnot. But you always hit on 2 and 4 of a measure on the snare. It's just how it goes. I don't know when that was decided or how that came about, but that's just what you do. Of course, you can hit, sporadically and different. We can hit on every beat or whatnot, but usually if you're just hitting the snare twice in a measure, which is very common for drums to do, it's always on 2 and 4, or at least should be on 2 and 4. So it switches from hitting on 2 and 4 to every single beat and just getting just very aggressive with it. I love that. Fucking awesome, man. And while the drums is picking up and the guitars are strumming a little faster as well, this fucking flow that Jason's got going on here is just fucking nuts. Dun 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 dun. Hold on, let me get that. I love how he picks up his pace a little bit too and has this very ta 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 flow with it that just fits with the ta 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 kind of feel to what the rhythm switched up to there. That's fucking cool. But also the words, cross the T's and dot the I's, which, writing, which is a saying for like making sure you get everything checked and make sure that everything's right or something like that. Something close to that, I don't remember. Cross the T's and dot the I's, another Christ to crucify. I'm like, oh, damn, that's a bar. These filthy hands and guilty eyes, blind concubine. Like, that's crazy. Those are crazy fucking words right there. Those crazy bars, man. Anyways, then it's going to go back to the slower, well, it's the same tempo, but, the slower rhythm in the tempo, and then it's gonna start hitting every beat here again. Let's get that transition. With a heavy heart and a black mark on my soul, this blood is a bastard that we have all known. In a world without heroes, just abandoned thrones, all is gone. Cassandra again. Yeah, I saw that. As I was going here, it's like I want to hit that. I want to remind that glissando again. However, I see why we're about to pick up again, because we're about to repeat this, which I assume now is considered the chorus. I believe they started the song with it. It doesn't come back at all till the very end of the song, and then it's repeat twice after that. So like technically you can consider it the chorus, but like it's weirdly spaced for what a chorus would be considered to be. You'd expect to see it again in the middle of the song, but it's at the beginning and the end, and that's it. Very interesting. Verses sandwiched within a chorus is a very cool. Why is the word not coming to me? I want to say setup. Technically correct, but not the word I'm looking for. Format. Very interesting song format there. Very cool. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, it's about to repeat. So it's doing it the way it was originally, instrumentally originally done. But now we're going to kick it up the second time. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah. then you got that fucking double pedal going on that kick drum, just bringing it to another, like breaking it down to another subdivision of the beat. We had half notes, then we went down to quarter notes. Now, yeah, now we're going down to eighth notes. It keeps breaking the subdivision down to faster beat. It keeps breaking it down from half to quarter to eighth. That's just fucking cool, man. I didn't even notice that. That's awesome. Back up to half notes. And this outro. It just has like this creepiness to it, like something I would expect in a horror movie or something, or horror game. And it still has that kind of doom down down doom down, like falling back to a low note and then going up to higher notes, getting very waltz like doom down down doom down down, and then it goes up. It just keeps playing around with the melody. It's haunting yet very beautiful at the same time. It's like slowly fading away. That's weird. That's really cool. Yeah, no, that is like, I don't know. Like from all the songs I've heard before, and don't get me wrong. Let me go to the list here so I don't get them wrong. Madness Within and Seen It All, very catchy, and they're very good songs. But again, besides the Heresy, I really like Carry On, but like just how unique this is instrumentally and what they did with this song, like just kind of the form of the song and the way the song is arranged, and that awesome subdivision breakdown at the end there. And just everything, and just the very interesting feel, themes, stepwise motion to it, the pirate carnival-y feel I get at one point, to the switch to the more horror, Halloween nightmare kind of feel you get to it. Like the places this song goes throughout it is just so fascinating and like very intriguing that, like, honestly, it's like this song is very impressive. And again, the flow, the rhyme scheme, the wordplay, all that stuff is just like top notch as you'd expect it to be. And it sounds good. I like the register. I like the intensity that Jason's coming with. And whenever he's Steve, that's his name, Steve. I got it, Steve. Whenever him and Steve are singing together, with Steve's singing voice, with his kind of gritty singing voice, also mixed with Jason's fucking vocal fry voice, it gels really well together. It just, yeah, no, it's like, this is definitely like one of my tops in this album for sure. I don't think any song's gonna beat The Heresy for me, and that's probably just because that's the first one I heard from them, and it was just so catchy. I love the back and forth between Jason and Jackie, and everything. So I don't think any song in this album's gonna beat that for me, but this is definitely like a close second or third for sure. Like, that was really, really good. So hopefully there wasn't any weird thing from my camera. It's never done that before. So hopefully unplugging it, blowing on it, and putting it back in a different slot will fix that from happening without me noticing. But we'll see. I didn't get to mention this in the beginning, and I'll probably mention it at the beginning of something else, because I doubt a lot of people are going to watch the outro of a song or of a video, because people just don't, take spans in that whole thing. But I did have to factory reset my whole computer because it was like dying on me. It was acting weird. It was very like all gunky and like it was freezing and wasn't working and stuff. I factory reset it and everything's fine. Everything's working beautiful. I just need to be refreshed and whatnot. So some of the settings might not be exactly perfect, um, but I'm doing the best I can. And also, I had Eldon up for like one video, and then I had to take him down. I actually need to go there before I go to work to talk to people because like it was almost a week ago, 6 days ago. I gave them the thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll see if we can like get it pressed down and and whatnot. We'll give you a call. Give you a call in like because they were going to be closed the next day. So we're going to be calling in like 2 days and let you know. It's been 6. I haven't heard shit from them. So it was this very simple dry mount. Just either re-glue or re-press it down, and we'll let you know if it worked or not. And I haven't heard shit from them. So I'm going to swing by before I go to work. Be like, so, hey, yeah, what up? Maybe you guys just lost my number. Like, what's going on? So I'll see with that. So hopefully I'll have Eldon back up here soon. But it is what it is. So thank you so much for joining me. What we got next here is Pulse, right before Carry On. But we'll be skipping Carry On. We're almost halfway through the album. Pulse is next, and I will see you for it.